What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to review one of my lenses. It's a lens that I just got not too long ago. I've only been able to use it maybe once, and that is the Canon RF 16-28 IS STM lens. So yes, this does have image stabilization, and it gives you a range of 16 millimeters out to 28 millimeters with a constant f2.8 aperture. And from what I can tell that I've used so far, which has been on a wedding, it works pretty darn nice, and I like the results that I get out of it. So let's go take this out into the field, get some landscape shots, and we'll come back, put in the computer, and see how those images look. Also, if you want really good spec videos, like how well it does on the edges, sharpness on the edges, and all that other stuff, what's the distortion look like, what's the vignetting look like, all of that stuff, Gordon Lang from Camera Labs has a great channel that does a lot of those analytics. I don't have the tools to do that with this channel, and I'm here just to kind of be a reviewer of somebody who isn't going to just look at the specs and be like, oh, this chart says that it's supposed to be sharper at this point, and I want to go out and use this in the real world. So we're going to go and take some landscape shots, and we'll come back and check out those images. And I am actually out near Andover, New Jersey right now, and this is Lake Aeroflex, at least that's what the sign says. And the original place I wanted to go to today was closed, so that's kind of a no-go. So we're going to get some pictures of the lake and do some landscape shots and try to have some fun. So let's check it all out. We're going to head out to the second location now, Ghost Lake. The first place was Aeroflex Lake in Andover, New Jersey. And then this is Ghost Lake in Great Meadows. And really cool lake, really nice scenery. Small lake, but still a lake. And we're going to go out there and get some more pictures with the RF 16-28 IS STM lens and, you know, have some fun and enjoy this really warm weather. So, let's get out there. Ghost Lake, right off of Shades of Death Road. Yes, that is a real road. And, well, yeah. So here's the view. And we're going to do what we can to get some nice footage of that. And some nice pictures. Well, I couldn't get a clear shot going that way, so we're going to go this way up the trail a little bit and see what we can get. So, stay tuned. Alright, here we go. We should be able to get some good views of the lake from here. And you can see there's trails all throughout here. It's really nice, especially during the summer, when all the leaves are out, and then the fall, oh my goodness, when they're changing color and everything, forget about it. So we're going to go down here. So this is the gorgeous view that we got, and it is during, you know, late winter, so it's starting to get warmer and everything. So this is what we have for now. This is the view we have for now. So believe me, I'll be doing a deeper dive long-term review on this lens. So I'm not sure if you guys can see, but that tree right there is falling. I heard it creaking and I turned to my left and it is cracked and it is ready to go down. And it's crazy because I was just standing over there. So that's a decent sized tree. All right, let's get back to the car. I will say, always try to pay attention to your surroundings. I just failed doing that right now because I did not notice that tree leaning and I did not notice that it was cracked at the bottom. So that could have been really bad and I would have only had myself to blame. So if you're out in the woods and you're doing landscape photography or you're doing whatever, just be careful. Be aware of your surroundings, and this way nobody gets hurt. So let's get back to the office. So let's go over some of the specs for this lens. One, I want to say that you can get this lens pretty much from any online retailer that specializes in cameras. If you're in the Northeast and you're in the New York, New Jersey area, this is retailing at B&H for $1,149 and also on Amazon for the same price. So I will be including an Amazon affiliate link in the description below, and it doesn't cost you any extra, but it does help out the channel. So if you do decide to get this lens, which if you're a landscape photographer, wedding photographer, just want an all-around awesome kind of lens that if you like ultra wide to wide, this is going to be the one for you. Those links will be down below for you to purchase. So like I said, this does have image stabilization built in. It's got the customizable control ring, 4 UD and 2 spherical elements, a rounded 9-blade diaphragm, and a focusing distance between 7.9 to 9.8 inches. So at 16 millimeters, it's going to have a minimum focus distance of 9.8. And then when you get down to get up to 28 millimeters, the focusing distance is 7.9 inches. So when it's at 28 millimeters, you can get closer to whatever it is you want to get close to. Now, this lens also does have a super spectra coating, and it does have weather resistant construction. So you can see here, it's got a metal ring, it's got the weather sealing, and it's just a fantastic, fantastic lens. Now, if you want to use a filter or any kind of lens cap or anything like that, it does have a 67 millimeter thread for any kind of filters. Now, the lens hood does not come with this lens, so it is something that you will have to buy separately. And the lens hood for this particular lens is the EW-73E, and it's $39.95 at B&H. So when you're looking for the specific lens hood, just make sure you're getting the EW-73E lens hood, and that will work with this one. And it should also work with the 28-70 if you have that lens as well. All right, so that is the Canon RF 16-28 IS STM lens, constant aperture f2.8. And I really like this lens. This is going to stay in my camera bag for a long time. I do like to take some astrophotography. I do like to do landscape photography. And I use this at the beginning of every wedding when I'm doing detailed shots, getting group shots of the bride when they're getting ready, getting group shots of the groomsmen when they're getting ready. So this really is an incredibly valuable lens, and it's a great lens for the price. Again, I think this is a fantastic lens. It gives us nice, sharp images. I did take all of those images at f6.3 so that everything was in focus, because in landscape photography, you don't need to blow out the background. And even at f2.8, when you're doing a portrait, you're not going to blow out the background too much with an f2.8 lens, but also on the wide end of the spectrum, you're not really going to blow out the background. It'll give you a nice creamy background, but you're not going to blow it out. You don't have the compression or the wide open aperture to do that. But for environmental portraits, great lens. So hopefully you like the video. Please like, subscribe, smash that bell so you get notified when we put out new videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.